I'm interested in waves because I played this one too, and I did not know that it did this absolute treachery. In 11 hours, 45 minutes, 84% on a defunct stablecoin. Man, living in another universe. Here she goes again. She's peeking its head up right now. So here you go. Here's a nice little signature. Sits above the 800. I would have gone in for a long on this move. Stoke. Here's the problem. Is the 5-minute Stokes was elevated. You'd had to, if you use that as a rule, you would have had to broken that rule to take this trade. But RSI is digging right out of this. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. The shape is really nice. Yeah. So what'll happen is at 211.75 right here, you're gonna see it's probably gonna blast right through it this time. And if not now, I could see it handing off to Hong Kong and just ripping this range. It's going to make short work of all this right here. 7. You got about 7%. All right, 6 and 3/4%. That's why I think it's going to just blast right through. It might get to 75, 275. Like on this move. Somewhere in there. And listen, this move, it'd take all the 20 minutes. 40 minutes maybe. If it sticks with it. And it's going to let you know really quick right now. All right, what's the 1 minute doing? Yep. Oh yeah, she's pushing. So all that has to happen now is this 5 minutes start cutting up into the bullish control, because it didn't even need to over here, and we were at 223. So now that we've had time to sit, accumulate around a strong EMA at the 800. It dips down, fans the ribbons out, creates every single bullish cross that you can, activating every single bot that trades off of that, those signatures, one after the next, after the next, after the next. And then every, TikToker or whoever who's been pumping the shit out of this piece of garbage, they're going to get their alert. Bing, 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 bing. So here's what's going to happen. It's going to break that. Sit for like probably a fucking millisecond. And then I don't know. I haven't smoked enough to figure that out yet. Because look at this RSI. Look how hot. Now, all that need a couple more ticks, but it's hotter than this one. That got us to 227. So, we're sitting in some bullish divergence right here. What's the overall market doing? BTC isn't even doing anything. So, wow, people, we're a bunch of degenerates. I have to tell you something, man. The worst game. Look at what's moving. Jasmine is up. Actually, I think everything's flipping as we speak. Hold on. Oh, not Bitcoin. Stuff moving up. What's going on here? Oh, did the day change? Yes, the daily open. That's up. Silly me. I wonder why everything went back to like parity. And Waves, look, and Waves first mover. Waves is the first mover. What'd I tell you? It's blue vectors though. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna be strong enough. And for those who don't know the principle of the vector candles, go over to Traders Reality, Tino. Oh my God, the guy's legendary. Should be legendary in the space up there with Crown and Tim. He explains this very well. But all this blue candle is. Look at this. The blue vector candle, 150% of the previous volume of the previous 10 candles. Greens are 200%. Those are to the upside. The reds and fuchsia are the same to the downside. So fuchsia, or whatever you want to call this, 150%, and the red ones are 200%. So I use the vector candles in the principle of, this is when I see, I can exploit the charts. This is when the market maker is at work. This is when the most volume is in the charts. This is when you can get orders filled or in size. See if this is the fake out, baby. Still up almost 3% though on the day. And it's not. I don't think it's fake. I think they're going to take it. Was this the 5 minute? What's the one doing? Ooh, I hate when it looks like that. The 1 minute does that all the time. So really what's happening here is they're just trying to unwind this, keep this cross from happening. This 50, the 50 over 200 on the 5. Like here. And here where it skim plays, This is just the bears trying to tap down. Because if this happens too aggressively, price is going to run. Like this. This 800 cross comes in like this. So, this was the 200. So, yeah, this cross comes in, price is going to move. And it was moving in anticipation. That could have been, does it front run it? No. The peak of the move is the cross. Yeah, that was the peak of it. Right at the cross. And this cross hasn't happened yet. Might happen out here. So, yeah, that's why I think this is going up. Bears couldn't unwind that cross last time. $800's flat. It's not going to be flat for long either. It doesn't tend to stay flat long, when you stretch it out. That's why I like the screen. This long ass screen, man. It gives you this different view. Because I see this and I recognize that this can't stay flat much longer. This cannot stay flat much longer. Yeah, so I'm looking for the peak. Yeah, couple ticks more on waves here. I think it's going to make this cross. The 50 over, where are all my tags go? 50 over 200, just like it did right here. And look what it did, put in a big old bar, right? After it got going in anticipation of that cross coming. So it looks like the bull bots are in charge of waves right now. Or the bull algos. I shouldn't say bots. But humans are more bots doing this stuff than the goddamn computers. Yeah, this is just going to follow a pattern. It's just going to, most likely, probability, highly probable, that's going to do the similar thing back here. This, though, look at these candles. These candles got hammered down hard, real hard. This looks like if this continues, see this pattern? 1, 2. It's like a springboard, Like this guy, he fucking got too big of a big of an arc on his jump. And woo! Oh shit! he couldn't hang on to it. This guy though was like, you know what? I'm gonna play slow. Bang, 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 bang. All right. So this looks like it's gonna bounce and hold again. It has the opportunity to. It has a signature. I'm glad I put that line in there so it could just grab it and go. Oh man. Oh, this is so on the 1 minute. 1 minute looks a little different. I'm not going to move that around. Get the point. This thing crossed and pew, put in a lightsaber. Wow, that looked nice. Look at this. Now this is, I appreciate this right here. Like, listen, this is, you should, whoever's running waves, the trading, you know, how long did they allow this to happen? 6 p.m. to, hey, listen, maybe 2 hours. Maybe 2 hours to accumulate this thing right here. I mean, you wouldn't have bought it here. I mean, you would have been a psychopath to buy it here, you know. But once you got the first cross up, rise, retrace, continuation. Right? So they gave you the inclination that they were going to go higher. They moved price up aggressively, got it above the 50, right? This is all in the 1 minute though, so. But if you go to the 5, you see how this materialized. Look, I mean, beautiful accumulation zone. Thank you, Mr. Market Maker. They gave you time. They didn't even try to shake you out. They did not even try to shake you out right here. And look at what they blessed you with. Right? They gave you the up move. They didn't even get into the cloud yet. Pullback, you could have bought this pullback if you missed this, because you probably wouldn't have bought this. I mean, you wouldn't have bought in here anyway, because this would have been another failure. I think it's going to go lower, but then all of a sudden, Mr. Market Maker shows himself. Bang, and he says, "Price is going higher now," and lets his presence be known. You know, what do? We don't even get didn't challenge that low. And here we go, steady march, cross. And then rise, retrace. This is textbook too. This is perfect. This is what you want to see. Cross the 50, aggressive. What's here? 200. Stops on a dime at the 200. Candles do not close above it. You couldn't write this any better. Tino should see this. Comes right back into where? The 50. And then what does it do? Explodes like it should. Just like, come on, you want to see? Right? What are those? Because if you're a real trader, you took profits. All right? You took profits. So, an ode to my man Tino. From Trader's Reality. Because if you can learn these concepts, and pair it up with what Tim teaches, I mean, you can literally own the short time frames. You print money. Do you see what's happening here? I played waves a while back, but I only started looking at the chart again a few hours ago. It is blatantly obvious what's going on here and who's in control. All right? So, if this were on the high block, what you would have seen up here is a fat liquidity pool. You would have seen traders going long right here in this red vector candle. This is the tragedy, folks. This is the tragedy, because these people in all likelihood, if price doesn't continue, actually I think it's continuing anyway. All right, so let's, my call is like further up, but so I think it puts another leg. As long here it is. This RSI signature has to hold down here. See this? So I talked about that springboard. So he came in. He didn't come in as hot too. He had a softer landing. So this next bump may not be as high. You know what I mean? But because he is valuing his kneecaps and not coming in so high, he may get more opportunities to bounce again. So we may get lucky with another consolidation point somewhere around here where I'm drawing, because if not, these people just got sauced. They actually did. High leverage guys are they're not with us anymore. Sorry, that went in up here. Because waves, I think, I don't know how high you can go on waves, but I think some of these exchanges will let you go fucking 100, 200x on anything. So, those guys that do stuff like that, I mean, just this wick right here, we got them. Thanks for playing. So, my days. Tina, where are you? You would love this play. This is textbook, because I think we're putting another leg in, like I suggested. So this was just the beginning of the move, right? But unfortunately, dollars to donuts. There are a lot of people that just got wiped out right there in that red vector. That was probably a green vector. That's what I'm saying, man. This was half of this was bullish, right? And they just turned on a dime. So at the highest point in the chart at this point in time, market maker convinced people this is the absolute time you want to be buying, and then promptly reverse course, which to new traders is going to be inexplicable as to why I could buy something here and then lose. Okay, 1.64%. Okay, I'm a 10x trader. 16.5% in 3-minute candle. So, let's understand what we're talking about. Like, if you're using stop losses in any normal capacity, to the tune of somewhere around 3.5%, 4%, what have you, or if you're a maniac and 8 to 10%, you're just getting wiped out. You're getting obliterated in this. In 3 minutes to go long at that point. And that's what that green vector candle does. That's why you don't buy the green vector candle, as illustrated down here in this region. When the green vector came into play, if you bought it at the highest point in the chart, they did the exact same thing. It is a mirror image play. They stole your money here and said, you know what? I'm willing to bet in about 40 minutes we could do it again. Because they're going to forget. Or they just have their stupid programs running and they think that, the machine learning AI bot fucking thing that they purchased is going to work. They don't even know what the hell they're doing. And yeah, you're just creating the pattern so that it makes it even that much easier for the market maker to come in and pick your pocket. So if you think you're buying an AI algorithmic trading bot that's going to help you make fucking money in the market, you probably couldn't be more wrong. You're probably giving your money away on both ends. To the person who sold it to you, and then to the market maker and traders, like people in our group that know how to exploit these scenarios in the charts. Because they just play out over and over and over and over again. Because inexperienced traders bring their money to the game just to be taken by far more experienced traders and real algorithmic trading systems run by people with fucking degrees. Yeah, here we go. Oh, look at that. 211 was hit. Fucking surprise. I want to see how this plays out. Oh, man. Come on. It's going to break it. It's going to break this like it's going to be a joke. So, yeah, these people right here, by the way, these brave souls who longed, because they longed in size in this region, are not even experiencing what's about to happen, which is a bust through of this. Hold on, let me see if it's going to do it. Yeah, it's probably going to do it. It's probably going to do it. RSI, and look, Stokes held up. You might get a mid reset because these things like to do halfway stuff and just reset and just keep on pumping like this shit. You know. Over here, it doesn't even go down. Here it goes down. Price barely goes down. You know. Oh, bruv. Oh, man. I hope Tino's group is looking at this at this chart right now because, like... Oh, my days. From across the pond, buddy. Cheers. You guys, I hope you're hitting it because this thing is spot on. Oh, in all fairness, I'm starting my live shows back up again. It's been a year hiatus for me, so. But man, what a time to get back into crypto. Yeah, it's happening again, kids. So, anybody who is lucky enough to be along with me for the near ride, the KNC, the SNX, money print to go burr, it's going to happen again. These same patterns are playing out, and actually this time around, it's the precision should be applauded because these guys know what they're doing. This isn't no Alameda research, 3 hours fucking capital. You know, these are the real deal guys. You know, they're landing price on a dime. So, this is going to be fun. The last ride was incredibly fun. But I couldn't draw this picture. I can tell you that right now. I could not draw a price path this good and see it like this and know without a shadow of a doubt that this was going to play out. But not sure. I mean, I shouldn't sound like that. It's just the probability was so high as to what was happening here. It just became obvious at this point. At the point this retrace happened, I just, just started drawing the picture because it was clear. What wasn't clear quite yet was if we were going to be blessed with the hot sauce through the zone and get the continuation. But what's really diabolical about that is that these people, these heroes, heroes, are just not participating in this, at all. These are going to be like our first passengers to Mars, man. Like these guys right here. All right, they're going to get cooked in the atmosphere. Yeah, this is what happens when you try to fly too close to the sun. You get burnt to a crisp because these people who did this on high leverage are ready to quit crypto right now. Ready to give up trading right about now. If this has happened to them too many times, and most of this is not the first time for most. So now here we go. We're about to work on this area. I told you this was the area I was concerned with, good high volume, but this is the real one, right? So this is where I expected price to stall. We took a stab above. Market maker is probing to see if there's interest up here. If he can get price higher, if orders sneak into the book and someone's like, yeah, I'll take fucking 5,000, or I'll sell a bunch of my stuff up here, you know, and that's what that spike's about. You know, he's probing to see if he can get somebody else to give away their shit up here, right? Their shit, give away their coins, you know. Because he may be building a position now. And you're going to know if this is going to stay in a bullish posture really quick. Because what? We got to rise, retrace, continuation, right? Is what you want to see. That's all you want to keep seeing now. Is just this pattern keep replaying over and over and over and over again if it's super bullish. Well, why would it keep playing over? Watch super bullish. Well, we got another open, you know, Hong Kong sessions opening up. So you may get a handoff to Hong Kong where there's a slight accumulation and then they just continue to the upside and begin to attack this liquidity pool up here. Right? Where Hong Kong lasts. Hey guys, isn't that interesting? This is the last place Hong Kong sold from. Just so you know. If you think that they're going to run the play again, they did it right here. It's literally right here. The play from this a little higher spot though, and they didn't get as much as a pump. Watch. Take it right from there. Yeah. It gets us to right where the last place the market maker sold from. So if you're wondering, there's no mystery to what's like going on here, right? Like at some point during this Hong Kong session, it's highly probable that price is going to, if everything remains in this bullish posture, these crosses come up, like, you know, you got to follow what the hell's going on. Bitcoin could just say, you know, thanks for playing, but, you know, Bitcoin's going to decide to fail at the 800 right here, right? So you should be paying attention to this as well. It's only the 5 minute, but it's not like the 5 minute failure. It hasn't produced some moves. You wouldn't want this coming down below 30,000, right? So, you know, that could definitely hamper things for something like waves. You know, this move to the upside. But yeah, that's some fun, man. All right, let's see what's going on with like just playing it to a T. It's probably going to follow it almost exactly, which is ridiculous. But, you know, it just becomes really obvious that, you know, this is the zone they were going to trade in. If they break this region here, you know, then we're going to attack this area. This is where New York sold from. Looks like Hong Kong's either going to, you know, bring it up into where they last sold from. Just kind of makes sense, right? It's yesterday's high, psychological low. It's got an easy path to get there. It's an easy long right here. I mean, as in long it back, I was saying long it back here.